Not if you can hear me. All right, good. I turned off all my notifications. Want to make sure I didn't kill my sound.
Hey, I believe we are live streaming now.
Cool. One day you'll have to teach me how to do all that.
It's taken me a minute to figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna let everybody in the room and then we can wait just a few minutes to get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, hey.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to our Monday AI Tools for Productivity call. We are live streaming on Facebook and X and LinkedIn. Just keep that in mind as you share. And we're going to get started here in just a minute. Hi, Sherry.
Hey, Sherry. Hi, everybody. We got Wade in the house. What's up, Wayno?
Tina's trying to join. There she is.
Guys,
Hello, hello.
sorry, I'm putting together a big monitor stand so I can stay off camera so you guys don't see me trying to do that here.
It's all good.
All right.
Okay.
We had like 47 registered. There might still be people trickling.
Yeah, people usually pop in as the class moves forward, but I'm going to go ahead and kick things off. So welcome to Chief AI Officer's Monday's tool class. Steve here is going to be our presenter and he will be going over things with you in just a moment. But if you are not a part of the Chief AI Officer community, one of the wonderful things about this space is that it is filled with people from diverse backgrounds, diverse experiences, all interested in learning how to use AI better. And it's a very collaborative community. So if there's something that one of us doesn't know, there's another person who does know the answer. And it's just a really powerful space to get your questions about AI answered. And then we also have our certification program that you can go through to get your Chief AI Officer certification. And you can use that credential to pitch to businesses, to get a well-rounded knowledge of how to use AI better, or even if you have a corporate job, using that in the corporate space so that you become the go-to person for AI knowledge in your industry. So I'm going to share my screen here as everybody is joining us. Welcome, you guys. Thanks for being here. Just know that we are live streaming in all the places. Patiently waiting for my computer to cooperate. There we go. Okay, so what we are looking at is the capstone area of our community. So if you go over on the left-hand side under the CAIO certification, it says capstone projects, and you can find Steve Furman's capstone. So he's going to be our presenter today. And you can check out his presentation, see some of the work that he's done. Your capstone project is the final piece of your certification process that you complete. So you definitely want to watch Steve's. It's very impressive. And just a great example for what you need to complete as you move through that certification process. So you just go to the capstone projects, and that is where you will find his, along with other CAIO certified individuals who have moved through our program and completed that process. If you are new to the community and you have not been here, I'm going to drop the link in just a moment where you can join for a 14-day free trial. That'll give you access to our daily classes. Our Monday and Friday classes are live streamed on our social medias, and obviously you can join us here live in Zoom. But we do have classes every day of the week with different presenters that are walking you through different processes and tools, all AI related, that you can use in your business or in the company that you're working for. So under events channel is where we have all of our upcoming events listed. And my computer seems to want to be inching along today.
It never cooperates. The way it works.
Always, always.
It's like doing a demo. Always have a
It is.
glitch.
So if you click events, you can see under there tonight we have our AI governance class where we go over the legalities of using AI. On Tuesdays, we do prompting essentials. On Wednesdays, we have AI consulting. And then on Thursdays, it's usually an automation workflow class, but because in the US we have Thanksgiving this week, there won't be a class there. And then on Fridays, we have our CAIO Live where we talk about our wins. We go over news in AI and we kind of recap from the week that occurred. So it's a fun community call to attend that Lee leads for us. So I'm going to drop the link in just a minute so you can sign up for that free trial. The other thing that I want to mention before Steve gets started is the Using AI at Work podcast. Every Monday we drop a new episode. This week is with Tom Ryan. It is a very grounded, productive conversation that gives you a realistic view about doing outreach for your business. So he works specifically B2B, and he's had a lot of different jobs, a lot of different backgrounds, but right now he's running his own company. And he really gets you to think about if you're talking to the right person, if you're speaking to the right person about the right thing, and the processes that you might move through to determine whether or not you are. So I highly recommend listening to that episode and just subscribing to the Using AI at Work podcast in general. Every week, there's a lot of super valuable information that gets shared in this space.
He talks a lot about cold outreach too, which is a big difference. Getting through the cold is the hardest part.
Yes. And knowing which channels to go through to reach the right people when you're doing that cold outreach. I found it encouraging for my own business model as well. Yeah. Okay, guys, I think that's everything. I'll drop that link in just a minute if you want to join the community, if you are not already a part of it. And Steve, I'm going to let you kick it off with our tool of the week.
Cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Megan. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I assume everyone can hear me.
Yes.
Can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yay. Okay, good. So Megan already explained the area. I'll give you a little quick tour on some of the things on the inside, or community, home courses, our events, our leaderboard, because we believe in that kind of stuff. It's always fun to see where you're at. I am not in the top leaderboard. I've been a little busy, but I've been working, so that's fine. I've been there before. But today we're going to talk about how to get to Smart Cuts. And Smart Cuts you will find down here under the AI Insider tab. And then you have different sets of genres, rather, that you can go into, whether it's audio, social media, marketing, data, business, whatever, or you can just look at all of them. I'm going to go under business. And today's Smart Cut is on enhanced proposals using ChatGPT. Now, I've done this a couple of times, but I'm going to run through it exactly as you would. So the whole idea of this Smart Cut is to streamline the proposal writing, leading to better client engagement and higher acceptance rates. Okay. And I forgot to start my timer to remind me if I'm on time. So first it wants us to open ChatGPT, so we'll do that. There's my version of chat. And then the next thing it wants you to do is download the Smart Cut itself, either via the download page or the download link. I'll grab the link because I've already downloaded it. It'll ask me to log in. And it basically is a step-by-step process on how to get through the smart cut. So here the idea is to increase engagement. The smart cut's designed to transform the way businesses create proposals. I don't know about you, but proposals, as much as I love the end result, are always a pain in the neck to produce because you want it to be just right. The way businesses create proposals, leveraging advanced AI to enhance the clarity, conciseness, and overall impact of every document. By analyzing and refining the text, this tool ensures that proposals are not only tailored to meet the specific needs of clients, but also stand out in terms of way of persuasiveness and engagement. The actionable recommendations, this proposal enhancement tool provides actionable recommendations for improvement, streamlining the proposal writing processes, and ultimately leading to an increased acceptance rates and improved client satisfaction. The innovative approach empowers businesses to communicate more effectively, making every proposal a strategic asset. I read that, obviously, but I like the way that they always give you like a lead into what you're about to jump into in the smart cuts, which I think is really important. So it kind of sets the stage. So setting up the baseline, we're going to collect proposals, assemble them in various business proposals for initial AI training. I'm going to do that in the second half. We're going to put some actual proposals in the system. Train AI using the proposals and identifying effective elements. And the third thing is to test and refine, to implement the AI in a test phase, refining its recommendations. You know, AI hallucinates, doesn't always get it right the first time, so you got to kind of watch what you're doing. So it told me to go to ChatGPT, but actually in the smart cut, the second step was to go to the prompt vault. And for those of you that are new with AI Insider or Chief AI, the Chief AI Officer.com site, we have all of our prompt vaults are in the prompt vault studio. I've selected the one I'm looking for, and it tells us to copy this prompt. And it says here, so collect it, then go test and refine. And it's telling you here to begin by launching the chat GPT and specifying the focus of your business proposal, entail detailed objectives, key issues you aim to solve. This prompt here is actually the same thing as what you see in Prompt Vault. I would imagine, I would imagine it's the same for all of them, but these words, I have a draft business proposal. It's also really right here. I have a draft business proposal. So either one, copy it from the Prompt Vault, use the one that's in the Smart Cut, whatever works for you. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it into chat as it says to do, and paste it in there. If I can find my paste, where did my paste feature go? When in doubt, Control V. Look at that. Gotta love Control V. I'm a DOS guy. Sorry. And then I'm going to go ahead and it says basically, I have a draft business proposal I need refined for clarity, conciseness, and impact. Please analyze it for complete sentences that can simplify and identify the redundancies to remove, suggest areas where persuasive language could be enhanced and ensure that it aligns with the client's objectives. Additionally, evaluate its relevance and suggest how its impact could be amplified. The goal is to make a proposal more effective and engaging for potential clients. Now, at this point, you can go ahead and add in other proposals to trade it. I'm going to save that for the back end. For now, we're just going to stick with the smart cut itself, which basically, before I launch this, and I get to the right smart cut screen, which basically has this text that we're going to put in next, but I'm going to go through step by step. So I'm just going to run this prompt as it says, and we'll run it. Now it knows it doesn't have any information. It has no data to work off of. So it's going to say, sure, I can help with that. Please be sure the draft proposal, please share the draft proposal. I'll analyze it thoroughly to refine it for clarity, conciseness, and impact. I'll identify complex sentences, redundancies, areas needing more persuasive language, and ensure it aligns with your client's objectives, amplifying its overall effectiveness. That's great. So now we have to give it the second part of it. So if you notice here, This is step number 1. And it basically says to effectively analyze and refine your proposal. It's basically what chat said back to us. I've learned something which is kind of funny. It doesn't always regurgitate the same words. It changes it up. This, like, for instance, the actual prompt is the same because whoever wrote the smart cut wrote it that way. Same thing in prompt vault, same thing in the smart cut. But ChatGPT likes to, change things around a little bit. So this response was a little different, but the gist is for the most part the same. For best results with this smart cut, input focus sections into ChatGPT and specific refinements, enhancing clarity, impact, and efficiency. So refine your proposal or your draft. So this is what we're going to use for the first one. It's a business proposal for client's company name, introduction. I'll show you when I copy it and paste it into chat. Okay, and then give us a actual overview. DOS commands, Control C. Okay, here's what you
I use
asked.
those commands too all the time.
Yeah, why not? I'm a DOS guy. So at this point, what I would do is, and you can do this in Word, you can copy and paste this into a Word document, edit it if it's easier for you, if the window needs to be bigger or you need more room, or if you have a draft proposal, then you can always dump it in. And we're, again, the second part of this smart cut or training, we're going to go through and do that. So business proposal for client's name. Anybody have a suggestion? You can come off mic and just tell me. If not, I'm going to make it Joe's Meat Market. Dead serious. Okay.
Let's go with that.
It's Joe's Meat Market. Except he does Margette. That could be a cool name. Marquette. Introduction. We at our company name. So within the brackets, you would list your company name, and it's going to be Steve's Marketing. Again, it can be whatever you want it to be. Are excited to present this proposal to partner with Joe's Meat Market. And notice I'm doing it within the brackets. If the brackets are there or not, it'll figure it out, just so you know. I have tried it both ways. Joe's Meat Market to achieve, and here it says specific goal, e.g., enhance your digital marketing strategy. So what else could we add in here? Anybody out there want to give me some more stuff besides enhancing their marketing? Maybe build an SEO campaign. Anybody? You guys are killing me. Okay. We got a bunch of silent people today, so fine. So we're gonna do enhance current.
Better conversion.
What was that?
Better conversion.
Okay, great, awesome. Current SEO and get a better conversion, as well as enhance your digital marketing strategy. So we're not that detailed. I'm leaving it kind of blah. We're going to floor out a couple different versions of these. Our team has identified key areas where our services can add significant value to our operations. The objective, our primary objective, is to what? Besides increase your online presence and customer engagement. What's our objective?
More sales.
More sales, grow revenues.
Yeah.
To grow AV. Grow revenues and to scale the company by 10x. Let's think big, man. Let's grow it by 10x. All while increasing your online presence. Sound good? Any changes, anyone?
No, it sounds great, man.
You're the best. Thanks, brother.
I think you can also add increase the customer base.
What's that?
Increase the customer base.
Okay, increase customer base. So we have our customer engagement through targeted social media campaigns. All increasing online presence. And customer engagement through targeted social media campaigns,
Mm.
as well as increasing the customer base.
Yep.
Okay, so a couple things is going to happen, and I know that because I've done this a number of times. We're going to run it. This solution overview, I don't really need, unless you have a solution overview, you could put it in there. I don't really have one. I haven't told it except for the name of the customer to actually give me like a cover letter, that kind of stuff. So we're going to go through and do that in a minute, but let's see what we get. And I'm sure all of you know, if you're playing with AI, that, it's a lot of what I call A/B testing, trial and error, just, playing with it, seeing what you get for an output, refining it, and then getting closer and closer to what you're looking for. It's thinking right now. It's not broken. I don't think. I don't think you could break AI. Can you break AI?
Steve, it's been sluggy today, just so you know.
Thanks, Kim. It is sluggy now, and I got 32 gig of RAM and a very fast i7 machine. So
Yeah.
it's not me.
No.
Okay, so what we need right now is the timer, the do. Anybody have any questions at this point, real quick, while I'm waiting for it to think?
So I'm curious, Steve, when it outputs it, it's just going to output it into a text file. Could you ask it to also output it to a Word doc?
You can ask it to output it to anything you'd like. It's going to try and do it here. First, it's going to give me a complaint, and I'm going to regenerate it, then it'll work. But yeah, it puts it out right here in an actual proposal.
Okay.
But you could output it to, Wayne, whatever you want to output it to. That's just giving it more instructions. So what do we have so far? A business proposal for Joe's Meat Market. Introduction at Steve's Marketing. I always wanted a marketing company. We are thrilled to propose a strategic proposal with Joe's Meat Market. Our mission is to enhance your digital marketing efforts, improve SEO performance, and drive higher conversions. Together, we aim to elevate an online presence and implement impactful strategies to grow your business. Objective: our primary goal is to scale Joe's Meat Market by 10x. That's what I'm talking about. Leveraging targeted social media campaigns and advanced marketing techniques to expand our customers' base, increase engagement, and drive revenue growth. So it got all the components and the pieces we asked it to put in there. Improvements made. So it's going through now and it's going to say, okay, clarity, simplified sentences to improve readability. Conciseness, it removed repetitive and redundant phrases for stranger focus. Persuasive impact, it highlighted benefits explicitly, e.g., the drive revenue growth and implement impactful strategies. And the relevance, focused on aligning the proposal with your objectives and the client's goals. Let me know if you'd like it further refinements or additions. Do you guys want to make any further refinements or additions? It's cool if you don't. I'd ask. So I'm gonna tell it, no.
Steve, ask ChatGPT if it has any revisions.
Ask ChatGPT what?
If it has any revisions.
Never thought about that. Curious. Do you have...
Imagine you are a top ranked meat consultant. What suggestions would you make in order to improve this?
Then which one? Curious, do you have a revision? Because you are a top rated marketing expert.
I always find that helpful because you can get it to work, but sometimes you need it to think differently. So,
oh my God, thinking AI, always think differently. So now we have curious, do you have any revisions because you are a top rated marketing expert in writing proposals?
Hey, Steve, I always use the suggestion of, if you're familiar with Jay Abraham, I do the imagine you are Jay Abraham and you're looking over this business proposal. What suggestions would you make to improve it?
Yeah, we're going to dig into that a little bit
Okay.
later on as well, but I'm going to see what it does now. So far it says, absolutely, here's a revision designed to position your top tier marketing expert and make this proposal even more polished and compelling. So now we got a little bit more meat to it, a little more beef to it. We specialize in driving transformative results in business like Joe's Meat Market. I like that. It's a little bit more catchy, right? What sets us apart? That's a whole new section right here alone. We don't just run companies, we create growth engines. Our proven strategies have helped businesses like yours turn online presence into tangible profits by combining cutting edge analytics, compelling storytelling, and market tested methods. We at Steve's Marketing are, you're not just investing in services, you're investing in results. And it goes through and gives some other key improvements it can make to that. So I'm going to say, yeah, go ahead and make them. Make the improvements. Or I can just say, yes, do it. You know, basically just talk to it. So this is, you know, as we iterate with it and talk to it, we should be getting better and better outputs. And now they're going to go through and tell me what's improved. Clear positioning, specificity, I hate that word, impactful language, client-centric focus, professional closing. So that gives you guys an idea of the tool and how it could help you and how you could use it. Do we have any questions or any other suggestions at this point? I think we've got a couple minutes left before the next segment.
Oh, good, man.
Everybody's good. What I tell you is going to be about 18 minutes. Boy, I run on the nose, Megan.
Right on the nose, and this is very clear. You've done an awesome demonstration.
Yeah, and we're gonna after this break with Megan, we're gonna come back and then we're gonna dig in. I'm gonna grab some actual proposals, some live stuff that I've done, and see what it can do to enhance that as well. So I will give up my sharing of the screen. Hello, everybody. I can see you now.
If nobody has any questions, we can move on to the second portion of your training. I feel like it's been pretty straightforward and provided awesome demonstration of creating the proposals. Is there
with some help by my friends? Always good. No, it's funny, you know, talking to ChatGPT or Claude or any large language model, they all, you know, the more information you give it, the better the output. They all kind of function that way. The more in, the better out. Instead of garbage in, garbage out, good in, good out. It's here. It's a little kind of sideways. It's more good information in. You'll get a lot better output.
Absolutely.
And on something else that you guys probably all know this. I use take your time a lot when I wanted to really think deep, because they're all written to spit the data out at you as fast as you possibly can get it. So that's always helped me out a lot too.
Like that's a prompt that you put into ChatGPT?
Yeah, I just tell it within my prompt, I just say, take your time. Or you'll be penalized if you don't take your time. Another one that's, yeah, oh, God, all of them hate to be penalized. Somewhere somebody said, ooh, let's make it scared to get in trouble. And they're all scared of getting in trouble. It's hilarious.
And it generates a different outcome when you tell it to take its time.
How long does it take?
No, I said, does it generate a different outcome when you tell it to?
Yeah, a much deeper thought out outcome.
Wow.
You should try it. Do the same exact prompt. In one of them, tell it to take its time. Another one, don't tell it to take its time. You'll see the different outputs.
Oh, interesting. That's
Another cool thing is if you want to feed it data, if you say the following line, the following information below this line is the input I want you to learn, and hit shift, enter, and it drops it down a couple lines below that line. And then you're basically telling it, this is the data I want you to read. So it absolutely unequivocally reads what you want it to read in.
Wow.
Besides loading documents, I'm going to show you in a minute. You guys are so quiet.
So Steve, do you often use at the end of your prompt, please clarify you understand what I'm asking, and have it regurgitate back to give you the opportunity to revise the prompt first before you even get your output?
I don't normally do that unless I look at it and go, what? You know, if I get that, what the hell are you saying? Then I'll do something like that. Yes. But I guess my prompts that I write, not that I'm Mr. Prompter, I don't think that I am. There's plenty of better prompters out there than me, but I seem to get pretty good, concise prompts. I'll give you an example. I was doing an actual proposal, ironically, and I was stuck on this one section. I spent an hour, like, it just didn't look right. It didn't sound right. It didn't feel right. I just couldn't word it properly. And I'm like, you freaking idiot. Put it in a chat, see what chat says. I mean, that's what I normally would have done first, but I just was intent and just like I was in it, you know? And I threw it in the chat in a matter of like seconds. It gave me exactly what I meant, exactly what I was trying to say, like it knew me. And I've been using chat for well over a year now, so it knows a lot about me. And I've got GPTs that I've actually trained it on me, my methodology. I'll show you this one real quick.
So Steve, while you're looking, so the question is more for the voice. So when you're rambling into it and talking to chat on your phone, sometimes I found that having it clarify back, because you're not reading a prompt anymore, right? You're typing a prompt. You're actually rambling out to Chat GPT, who I named mine Hugh, by the way. So he's very personable now.
Cool.
But
no, I was talking generally about the desktop. I do use the
okay.
Chat GPT on the phone.
Yep.
But I'm just recently starting to do that. But I basically instructed ChatGPT that my role is to generate engaging, insightful content tailored for a mastermind program focus on the scaling up methodology in the 4 key areas of people, strategy, execution, and cash. So in some of the stuff that I do, it'll throw in scaling up terms because it knows that's what it's thinking about.
Right.
And I tell what its responses should be: insightful, provide practical advice, and enhance the user's detailed plan. Offer suggestions to enrich the program further, such as incorporating customized case studies from similar revenue companies and things like that. But I get in there and I basically have told it how to be my scaling up buddy. Now, a cool tool a lot of people don't use, well, maybe they do, I don't know, is Clear Memory. Anybody here use that? Yeah, so clear memory is when you tell it to forget, just have a blank mind. And what I'm going to do is when I run the next one is I'm going to run the clear memory now.
Is this within your custom GPT or is this just a chat?
This is I'm just doing it arbitrarily right now. Just random.
Yeah, you have to do it in your chat because it remembers you and your login
and everything.
Oh yeah, it remembers more than you want it to.
Yeah, so now all memory has been cleared. Let me know what I can assist you with further. So I can start a new chat for the next one we're going to do or whatever, whenever we get back into that. Sorry, Megan. I stole a second of your time.
No, that's fine. That was really just a pause for a question. So that was great conversation. And I learned some things that I did not know.
Cool. ABL, always be learning, learn something every day. Who else has a question?
Well, maybe not a question, Steve, but more like a comment. I've found that sometimes for particular things, you have to converse with it a little bit because it doesn't always get it right out of the chute.
Yeah.
If they know that's not exactly right, what I'm trying to do is this, and you have to go through. I found that was especially true in like my capstone because it has its own sort of has its own attitude towards things, and you have to shape that attitude a little bit. It sounds like it has sentient capability, but it's really just like somebody said, I forget who it was, you do have to train it if you're deviating from your norm because it's going like I think it was Kimberly said it remembers all your stuff. You do have to, if you're deviating from your norm, you do have to train it to think differently.
Yeah, it absolutely unequivocally uses things that you've said and done and meant and asked against you. That's what I always say. That's why I'll say clear memory. Just forget everything.
You have to remember it's not a machine. It's not a person. It can't think laterally.
Yeah, it can't discern. No, and it can't think laterally. Correct. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that, John. Miss Megan, where we at?
Let's move on to the second part of your
Ooh,
presentation.
baby, round two. Here comes the fun. So I'm doing this unbeknownst to be ad hoc. So I don't know what we're gonna get, but we're gonna have some fun trying. How's that?
Let's do it.
You're all friends. Come on. The hell, jump into my world. All right, so I'm gonna take to save some time. No, I'm not. I don't like to save time. That's no fun. We'll change it up. Let's take this, copy this text again. Well, let me take the first one. The actual prompt. Okay, so we're going to use the same prompt that we used before. And it's going to tell me to give me the information, so I'm going to go grab it. Maybe not. Hello. Wow, it is really slow, Kim. I rarely see it do this.
Oh no, today it's been horrible. So I don't know if they're doing an upgrade or if the world's on. That's
I don't
all.
know, but while it's doing whatever the heck it is, it's
All,
doing,
all the kids are out of school, so they're all playing with Chat GPT.
you know, that could be true. When the
100%.
internet
That
used
is
to
it
slow
for
down,
sure.
the old
For sure.
days, the internet would slow down at 3 o'clock, and I'd be low. Kids are out from school. Be like, that's why everybody in my company is sitting around twiddling their thumbs. Okay, can we have some Jeopardy music, please?
Do, 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 do,
Oh, there we
do.
go. Saved by John. Thanks, John. All right, so please upload your stuff. Okay, fine. So we're going to do the same one to keep everything consistent. We're going to be Joe's Meat Market. And we at Steve's Marketing want to keep it consistent. Are excited to do this proposal with Joe's Meat Market. So redundant. I hate redundancy. Okay. Are looking to achieve what specific goal? Remember what we said last time? Can we cheat? We could probably cheat, steal it. What do you think? Should we cheat?
Let's cheat.
You guys feeling lucky? Punk? Oh, just kidding. All right, so let's go to my this one. Oh, but I cleared it. Yeah, see, it's not there anymore. We're gonna have to actually type it. Oh well. Where did it go? Like it all disappeared. Please upload. Okay, I'll do it again. Paste. Yeah, it won't let me go back. That's fine. Somehow it's writing a proposal and I don't know why. It's alive. I think it's possessed today. And it is really slow. So I'm going to go ahead and kill it. I'm going to go back, take my prompt. And I'm just going to input my own proposal instead. ChatGPT.
Steve, were you looking for what the request was for what the proposal should be about?
It should be in this line here, but a new thing chat's been doing, I noticed, is it doesn't write it as a chat until after you create a new one.
Okay.
If you're still in one, you can't go back and look at an old one, which that's only happened in the last couple of days, which is really strange.
Because I can tell you what the introduction was. I took a screenshot of it about like what the objective was. If you want that.
Yeah, that would help.
Okay. You want me to read it to you?
I want to see. Well, I want to paste in first. I want to have it pasted in. Then I was gonna not do that one. Oh yeah, no. We could do that one, but I'm gonna upload a file into it. So give me 1 second. So I don't want to have to really type all that out if I don't have to. I'm lost. Where did I go? Here I am. Rocking like a hurricane. You know how it goes? Yeah. Copy. Oh my goodness, you are just being a real pain today. Okay, and paste. All right, so it was for Joe's Meat Market, right? Wayne?
Yeah, let me pull it up here. It was,
Joe's Meat Market.
yep. Let's
It's,
see.
it's Steve's marketing.
Yeah, we at Steve's Marketing are excited to present the proposal.
Yeah, this is I
Okay.
need to fill in the box parts though. That's right. I'll just fill it out.
Okay.
Partner
So,
with client
Steve's
company.
Marketing. Yep.
Joe's Meat
Trying to read it here.
bracket. Oops. Funky bracket. Are excited with the proposal to Joe's Meat Market to achieve specific goals.
Enhance current SEO and get better conversion.
All right, hold on one second. Enhance
Current SEO and get better conversion. As well as
as well as
enhance your
your
digital marketing
strategy. Fine.
Okay.
Our team has identified key areas where services can add significant value to your operations. Our primary objective is to, and now we briefly
Grow revenues.
hold on, what was it?
Grow revenues.
Grow revenues. Yep.
And to scale the company by 10x.
And to scale the company by 10x.
All while increasing your online presence and customer engagement.
It's in there twice now. And where's my end? And customer engagement.
Customer engagement.
Yep.
Through targeted social media campaigns. We're going to throw in one more, as well as increasing the customer base.
Now, my proposal is geared in and around the scaling up methodology. Presence, hold on a minute. Engagement to target social media. Do we have targeted social media? We did, so I can take that out. My proposal I was going to use is geared not towards marketing. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to just go to chat and say, please find me a marketing proposal on increasing sales. I'm sure they'll find something for me to use. Because my proposal, what I can show you while it's doing that, is more geared upon like, you know, this big clunky thing, growth proposal for scaling up your firm, defining clear vision, strong culture, defining values, working with executive teams. I was going to use this one, but this will be more fun to use when the chat finds for us. I can't search the web right now. I can help create structure and marketing. Oh yeah? Don't make me go to Claude because I'll get really upset if I have to go to Claude. Don't do it. I think it's going to do it. Should we try it again? Try it again, please.
To create a marketing proposal aimed at increasing sales, here's a concise structure based on the best practices. 1. Executive summary. Briefly outline your objectives. Like
please show me in
awareness,
text format.
more leads, or increasing conversions. Mention the strategies you will deploy to achieve these goals.
I have to wait for her to finish.
Market analysis. Present key challenges.
Because then she'll list it all out in text as well
audience.
when she's
Include
done.
Competitor analysis and market trends to show understanding and research depth. 3. Objectives. Set clear, measurable, and time-bound goals, e.g. increasing
Very
sales by
helpful.
20% in 6 months. 4. Strategic approach. Define
And
the
we're good
tactics
on
to achieve
time too,
objectives,
so
such
let
as
it run.
SEO, paid ads, influencer campaigns, or email marketing. Align these with your client's goals. 5. Implementation plan. Detail phases with
All right, I'm going to say that's enough. I'm going to leave it. All right, so I'm going to take all this information she gave me because it's my rough copy. And I'm going to save it to a file if I can find Word to show you how to upload something. File, save as, browse. Don't laugh at my downloads folder. I know it's hideous. To create a marketing, whatever. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this paperclip, which allows you to upload from either Google or connect an app, OneDrive, something like that. But I'm going to upload from my computer. It should be right here in downloads. Anybody see it? Me either. What'd I call it? I called it to create a marketing proposal aimed. Did I not save it to my downloads folder? Let's check that again too. It went to my desktop. That's why I can't find it. We'll just change that to downloads. Sorry. All right, so now when I go to grab the file in my downloads folder, it should be at the top. There it is. Open it. So now it's got a file. It's going to read it and ingest it and add it to my existing prompt that I gave it. And let's see if it looks any better than the other one. It should have more meat to it. Ooh, it gave it a strategic approach. I like that. Does anybody not understand what I've done so far? Did I go too fast for anyone? Don't be shy. It's an open community. We tell the truth.
No, I think you're good, man.
Just check
Great job.
We tell the whole truth, but not always nothing but the truth.
So yeah, you're getting a lot more information now. It's listing out those things that we found when we spoke to chat using the voice feature, which I kind of snuck in there on you guys. That's a new thing that just came out. I love. It works just like the phone. Really cool. Okay, there we go. You got a call to action. We're confident this partnership will lead to measurable success for Joe's Meat Market. Let's schedule a time to discuss proposal further, beginning implementing these growth driving strategies. So that's a lot better than what we got the first time. Everybody agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it is.
Yes. Another thing you can do that I found to be helpful along the same lines is to use the dictation software on your computer to write it in Word and then wordsmith it. So
Yeah.
and then copy that into ChatGPT or Perplexity or whatever tool you're using, because then you don't have to. You can just ramble thoughts down and then copy and paste those.
Yep.
To do just what you're doing. You don't have to worry about it. The tool running off in a funky direction before you get your thoughts down.
I use Word for notes. I use Word for like stuff like that all the time where I'm just brainstorming or I want to keep notes or things I want to check back up on all the time. Let's see what else I got in here. Here's a blank. I always have a blank page ready. Instead of writing on pieces of paper all over my desk, I just start typing. And yeah, that's a great idea, John. That's what I do sometimes as well. All right,
Yeah, well,
so that's
I'm in good company then.
you are, my friend. Any other questions?
So are you going to add anything to the end of it, kind of personalizing it, like if you have a beef with me against a meeting, don't give me the cold shoulder.
Well, I'll do one better. Watch this. Instead, I'll say regenerate.
I got a bunch of words I can add there.
I want to rewrite it, adding in a cover page. and include a signature. I don't think it had a signature section, did it? No. A signature section with dates. So now I'm asking to make it more like an actual proposal. Give me a cover page. You're like, hey, dear whoever's marketing. And you're gonna have to edit some of this. It's not gonna do it perfect. If you get it perfect, God bless you, share with us. But at least it gives you some sort of a form of a jump off point, a starting point, and it does, fill in the meat. I will tell you, I've learned over the last year and a half of using large language models that we say thinking AI. That doesn't mean that we're thinking like a robot. It just means that we're thinking like, what does AI need in order to give me what I want? So what do I got to tell it? What information? How much information? How deep do I need to go? And the deeper you go, the better off you get. Now, I don't like the format of the date. I could play around here all day, and I could say regenerate and put the date and signature in a table, and it'll create it in a table instead. But you can just talk to it, get what you want out of it. So now it's more of an actual proposal, not just this thing, which is just a list of bullets and information. It says business proposal, but it really doesn't look like one. I think you need a cover letter on any business proposal. Dear so-and-so, I don't like theirs actually either. So here, I'll complain to it. They said to create a cover page. This one is very light on content. Please beef it up. Compelling the person to want to buy, or you will be penalized. I spelled that wrong. I felt my fat fingers. Working as they usually do. So now I'm telling it to give me a better, beefier proposal cover letter, or I'm going to penalize them or her. Here it comes right here. So now it's a little bit better. Here it starts right here. Unleash the power of a strategic partnership. Joe's Meat Market has built a reputation of quality of excellence. So you saw a tiny little extra prompt, just, hey, I'm not messing around. Give me exactly what I want. And it'll then gets what you want. It understands. But sometimes you got to reiterate and then iterate and reiterate again. And it gave me on the bottom I don't like. I wouldn't use, but that's basically it. Thoughts, comments?
Looks great.
Well, that's awesome. I hope I passed the audition.
He did in my book. I thought it was
A
awesome.
Beatles reference, a little levity today. But yeah, it's not. I think my big aha moment with writing prompts and prompting, and I don't say this because I want kudos, but I did get ChatGPT prompt expert certified before I became a chief AI officer, which is kind of funny. You would think you'd go the other way around. But Blockchain Council was offering a training. I'm like, yeah, sure, that sounds cool. I'll learn that. But I talk to it all the time. I'm constantly having conversations with it. And the more that I do things like what we just did, I learned a lot today just doing this exercise. I hope you guys did too. But I learn every single day off it.
Have you tried doing the same output with Gemini and or even now Copilot?
I have not done Copilot and Gemini, although I have plans for the weekend to do that for the 4-day holiday weekend.
Okay.
Quite honestly, I'm just so swamped. But
I've
yeah,
tried
I
to
do
do-
want to do that. And I have done A/B testing on other things, but not on something like writing proposals.
Yeah, so I've tried a similar thing with Copilot. Not a proposal, but a statement of work.
Mhm.
And I found Copilot was 10 to 1. I don't know a good way to put it other than it kind of wandered around. And I didn't really push it because I I had already done the training thing we had talked about earlier, in, Chat GPT. So I wasn't inclined to see if I could get Copilot to push, through the same series of iterative steps.
I can tell you that, and I know this just because it's happened to me. My CMO interviewed me for an hour, and she put into Chat GPT, or she took the transcript out of Fathom from Chat GPT, and then put it into Chat GPT and started having a conversation with it in hopes to get answers or a post in social media blogs and posts. And then she did the same thing in Claude. ChatGPT gave her back like 24 social media posts after the conversation and asking questions. Claude came out with 44 of them, and they were much better posts. So I'm not saying Claude's better at writing, but I'm kind of saying Claude, I think, is better at writing, and doing that.
Well, yeah, that's sort of a known thing in the industry that Claude is better at prose.
Yeah, well, it's better, and I had in my presentation a link to the page where it shows her asking me or interviewing me, and she just basically used Fathom. I've been using Fathom, by the way, since it came out. I don't think I'm paying for it yet. Shh, don't tell anybody. Life is good. But yeah, it's really phenomenal. You can ask it questions right in Fathom itself. It's got its own built-in AI, but copy the transcript, throw it in the chat, throw it into Claude, and find out the tone. Do you think I've asked questions like, do you think they're interested in buying? Yes, the person was very upbeat. They seem to really like the product and service. Your odds are very good. You'd be surprised what you could find out about it.
Steve, I'd be curious if you did that same line of questions, but what you did between ChatGPT and Claude, and put it into Gemini and see what the output is, because I'm finding some really good output in Gemini right now.
Yeah, I will check that out when I get some time later today around 4:35. I got some time. I'll let you know. Anything else, my friends? I thank you for coming and listening to my banter. What does that say in there? If you're new here, you go. That's Megan. Go, Megan.
It was me. It was me. Just letting anybody know who's not a member of the CAIO community that you can join us for free for 14 days if you click that link in the chat. And thank you, Steve. That was wonderful. I definitely learned some stuff today that I did not know. I appreciate you leading today's tools class. And thank
Megan,
you guys
let them know
all.
if they join, they can join us Wednesday night also.
Can they? If they join the trial, you
That's
can join
right.
us Wednesday and get access to all of our classes. Wayne is the host of our Wednesday night classes. So yeah, you'll get
Always
full
a
access.
good time.
Yep.
Always a good time. At the Wayno show, I call it. All right, guys. Thank you.
All right, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for